Hi, so why in the hell am I doing this? I'm not crazy. That was my first thought. When I was in the room, I'm not crazy. So while I was there for about 4 months in the psych ward in VA. So I had, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get no visitors. I get phone call. I could call people once in a while and stuff. But I do remember one specific individual. He was a veteran. He was a 77-year-old man. His name was Bob. I remember his last name. But Bob came in, and we were watching TV one time. And while I was looking around the room, all these, individuals, veterans who were going crazy, mumbling stuff, and having the schizophrenia moments, bipolar moments, I turned to Bob and I kind of asked him, I don't know what, maybe to ask him, why are you here? And he told me, because I don't want to live anymore. All right. At that moment, I started talking to Bob more. All right, and he started telling me why he didn't want to live. Because I asked him, why don't you want to live? What's so bad about it, And he basically told me, look, I'm 77 years old. I'm not good to anybody anymore. I'm worthless to my wife. I just don't feel like living anymore. I just think I'm a drag to society, And the whole time, I'm trying to convince Bob that he's a great man. I don't know Bob. I just met him, but I'm trying to convince him because he just seems so nice of a man. He's real calm, and he knows he's a real smart man. He knows what he's talking about. He just tried to commit suicide because he didn't think he was worth it anymore. So I'm talking to Bob. Me and Bob become friends for the next couple of days and weeks. We play cards every day. He wants to learn Spanish. He's telling me about his life, what he did. We never talked really much about the military. We were talking more about outside of the military, about his family, about my family, what I was doing, going to school and things like that. We never talked about the military, all the bad things that ever happened or we ever saw. All right. With the days, as the days passed by, Bob just became happier. We became really good friends who would come look for me in my room all the time and know this. That he's 77 years old. I'm barely, I believe I'm probably in my early 30s, I think, maybe late 20s. After the military, I was about 29 years old. Right, so Bob come look for me every day, and we spend hours together just talking. We eat together, we play, I teach him Spanish and stuff. 2 weeks later, his wife comes to my room, and she asked me my name. She said, "Are you Miguel?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She said, "Well, I'm Bob's wife," and she breaks down crying, and she's like, "I want to thank you for saving my husband's life." And I'm like, "Why?" She said, "Bob wants to come home," and he wants to live. He wants to be a father again. He wants to be my husband again, and I want to thank you for saving his life. So, she hugged me, she cried, we cried, I was astonished, that I, just by being Bob's friend, I saved his life. We talked, we never talked about anything that has happened before, why we got to that point. We just talked about life, and that's all Bob needed to know. He needed to know that he was worth something. He was worth being my friend, his wife, his wife gave me a rosary that she had gotten from I believe, she said Kosovo, and she said, thank you for helping Bob and bringing him back and saving his life, and he always talks about you, say you're his best friend, and that at that moment I decided that I wanted to live, I remember that I had two kids, Ashley and Jesse, and I had them, and they were my reason for me living. I still had a chance, to be a father, to be, a contribution to the community, to society. I was going to college. I had my brothers, I had my mother, my sister. I had a few friends that were left, after the military and stuff. But that's when I decided that I wanted to live. That I want to make sure that I did the best that I can. Just like the military taught me, and I have to turn everything that the military taught me and use it for a good cause. Alright, so I decided that I would be the best that I could, that I would help people like this. So even before this challenge was around, back in 2004, when I was back in Minnesota, I started helping people. I started listening, looking for these individuals, looking for veterans who needed help, who needed my help, and you know, after Bob left, he left, 2 weeks later, he left, way before I did, so he gave me his number. I call him every day, and we talked on the phone and stuff. After that, I kind of lost. After I got out of the hospital, I kind of lost contact with Bob. So I don't know if Bob's alive or not. I hope he is. So Bob, if you're listening, and you're out there somewhere, thank you, because you saved my life as well. And you'll always be a great friend. And if for some reason he's not with us no more, Bob, may God bless you, and hope that you're happy now, and that your family was able to see you through the last days, last months, and that you were a happy man, because I do remember you smiling. So for all of you out there, this is something that's very, very important for us. Just because a veteran or a soldier has many training, he's special officer, recon ranger, whatever it is, we are humans. At one point in time we are gonna break sooner or later. It's not because of weakness. It happens. It happens. Yeah, we know how to survive many things, but sometimes little things it just happens. Shit happens. Medication sometimes doesn't work, so we turn to alcohol, drugs, money, sex, violence, all kinds of shit that I went through, right? But thanks to God and to many of my friends who have been with me this whole journey the last 10 years, me and my family, and of course my beautiful kids, now I got 4 kids, four beautiful kids. They have helped me survive and stay alive. Have I had hard times the last 10 years? Oh yes, I have. I've thought about suicide a couple of times, but maybe for a split second. But I always remember Bob. I always remember that I want to live. That there's that it's just sickness. I have to get better with time. And the more you work hard at it, the easier it gets sometimes and stuff. Yeah, sometimes I do get depressed. I can't sleep. Sometimes I just get in a bad mood for no reason. But it's very important that those around you, or those around me, understand that there is a change. There's gonna be a change in mood and stuff. Don't just push those people away. Don't just push veterans away, or think that they're crazy, or they don't understand, or they're weak and stuff. It happens sometimes. The mood changes, depression. It's a sad thing, and it's an illness that is also not recognized, just like ALS and other issues out there. Like I said, 22 veterans died each day. Each day, all right, 22 veterans a day. While the president is, throwing money at other countries, millions and billions of dollars, to do things that they're not even doing. For example, we're giving millions of dollars to Mexico to stop the drugs, and the drugs are still coming through, like tons by the week, by the day, hundreds of pounds of drugs. So where is that money going to? Why don't you put it into our society, to help veterans, helping people with ALS or cancer, or violence, shit like that. We're throwing a lot of money to third world countries, or to Iraq, to Middle East, to Afghanistan, all these countries. We're throwing some money out there so they can rebuild themselves. But yet, you got individuals like, veterans, like friends of mine, who have worked hard, who have put their lives on the line for this country, who are not getting a sense, or not getting the adequate help that they need. So let's make this challenge about awareness, true awareness. Don't let it get out of hand. Okay. Also contribute to any veteran organization that you want. It's not only for veterans; it's also for civilians. If you value your freedom, if you respect the veteran, if you have a friend or a family member that has depression, that might have depression, help him out. Tell him he's weak, he's not going to help. Tell him he's crazy, he's not going to help. It's only going to make it worse or push him away. And that's when people turn to suicide. Do the right thing. Find out, research it, and learn yourself how we can cure depression, PTSD, and suicides. All right. So hope you all do this challenge for good, and I hope that America comes together again, like we just did the last couple of days and 2 weeks and stuff. And I challenge every American. I challenge all the celebrities, the presidents, the senators, the commissioners, all of you who have taken the challenge for the ALS. I'll give you another challenge. If you don't want to donate, don't donate, but raise awareness. Help us. Help the veterans. All right. And lastly, let's not forget our Marine brother in Mexico. He needs help as well, and I can guarantee you he also has same thoughts. He has depression, PTSD. He's also suffering, and there he definitely has no friends at all whatsoever. Let's help him out. Let's get him back. Mr. President, senators, commissioners, all of you who are in power, all of you celebrities who have millions of dollars. Let's get this soldier back, this Marine back. He's a brother of ours. He put his life on the line for us, whether he made a mistake or not, and let's help him out, bring him back, and give him the help he needs. All right. Again, this is a 22-week challenge. I hope that you all, see us through. Thank you.